Hello everybody and welcome back to another Binding of Isaac Top 10 video. Today we're looking at the top 10 Tiny Planet Synergies. Tiny Planet is a fairly controversial item that a lot of people will not pick up since it can be difficult to hit enemies with, but hopefully this video shows you that Tiny Planet is not always garbage and can instead be an insanely fun item with some of its wild synergies. Please note that I may not cover every synergy with Tiny Planet in this video, just my favorites and some that are just stupidly powerful. If you have some synergies that you really love, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to talk about them with you. With that, let's hop right in. Caution, you're screwed if you take this. Another evolution to our top 10 list, the caution section. This will give us items that we should really be cautious about picking up with Tiny Planet because they will legitimately ruin your run. One of those items, Mom's Knife. This synergy alone can make someone hate Mom's Knife. Tyler, we already hate Mom's Knife. It's the worst damn item ever and I want it to die. Thank you, but seriously this synergy sucks. The knife spins around you so fast that you really cannot control it, and it results in you having to use Mom's Knife as a melee weapon, which, let's be fair, none of us really want to do. So stay away, this is a bad synergy. Another really crappy item with Tiny Planet is Dr. FETUS. I feel like Dr. FETUS has a lot of anti-synergies that can lead people away from the item. This is one of them. The bomb will spin around you without a lot of control, which will primarily result in you blowing yourself up. But even if you don't blow yourself up, your chances of hitting the enemy are still pretty low. It's a tough synergy to work with, and while it can be a challenge to play with, I don't know how fun it actually is. Honorable mentions. We do have one honorable mention for Tiny Planet, and that is Lost Contact. A lot of people are going to say, Tyler, Lost Contact is a fantastic synergy because it blocks shots. And to you I say, you're right. Except have fun doing an entire run with your base damage. You may block every shot, but this isn't really improving your offense. It's a fun synergy and paired with other items on this list, it can be incredibly powerful, but on its own, I can't really justify slipping it into the top 10. Number 10, My Reflection. Coming in at number 10 is an item that is more just a unique reaction than it is a great synergy. My Reflection combined with Tiny Planet makes the tears orbit a little bit weirder, but it keeps them closer to your body and around your targets. It can be a bit difficult to get the hang of, but as a whole it can make your Tiny Planet run better, plus it's just fun to watch the orbiting try to fight the reflecting and the chaos that comes out of it. Number 9, Rubber Cement and kind of Tractor Beam, we'll talk about it. Rubber Cement on its own is a pretty decent synergy as it can give tears a second chance to make it to an enemy, but the real synergy here is with Rubber Cement and Tractor Beam. When the tears travel down the beam and hit the wall, they will bounce off and then go into orbit. This creates a circle of protection of sorts around your character and it gives you a decent chance to hit enemies that you didn't already hit with your straight Tractor Beam shot. It's pretty cool, a very odd synergy. Number 8, Technology. I'm a bit surprised that I let this fall this low on the list, but it's mainly down here since it's not very exciting despite being an okay synergy. When firing the Technology shot, it will orbit around your head before going straight. This allows you to hit enemies without facing directly at them. It also looks pretty dope, but on its own, it's not that powerful. With some synergies such as homing tears or just a high rate of fire, this can easily be a run carrier. Number 7, Tammy's Head. This is a super fun synergy that not many people know about. Since all tears will follow the Tiny Planet orbiting style, this means that even shots from Tammy's head will fire in a Tiny Planet way. This creates a ring of powerful shots around you that you can hit enemies with every single room. I'd even argue this is the best Tammy's Head synergy as well, because it really allows you to move the shots around the room and ensure that they hit each enemy. It's really good. Number 6, Marked, and also CAMO Undies. Another fun synergy not many people know about. Look, I know it said top 10, but this is also a great way to showcase some of the fun stuff about Tiny Planet. Tiny Planet Marked on its own is okay since it gives a solid tears upgrade and continuously fires shots anyway, but the more fun synergy is when you add CAMO Undies to the mix. CAMO Undies? Really? That item is trash. Well, this is true, but not for this. CAMO Undies and Mark combine so you don't have to move the Mark cursor, therefore it doesn't technically count as you shooting. This means you can move around and affect where your tiers shoot without ever having the enemies notice that you're alive. This allows you to clear out nearly every floor of the game without any issues. It should be noted it doesn't work on boss fights, but you should be able to gather enough HP and damage to take care of business on those. Number 5. Death Touch or just piercing tiers. One key problem with Tiny Planet is you shoot a lot of shots and those shots don't end up hitting anything. This synergy helps. By having any form of piercing shots, obviously I'm showcasing one of the best in Death Touch here, but you can hit multiple enemies with the same nice shot or even hit the same enemy twice. Another great item that falls under this category is Eye of Belial. By having it pierce then home in on enemies, you can get extra damage done. I didn't include homing tiers in this top 10 because I simply felt it's a bit boring of a synergy, but homing tiers can also be incredibly beneficial with Tiny Planet. Number 4. Brimstone. Okay, this one's boring, I admit it. It looks cool, but that's about it. It's hard to not put Brimstone high on this list because realistically it is a good synergy, but that's mainly because Brimstone is a good item. Similar to technology, it will wrap the Brim Beam around your character, which allows you to do some damage from close distances as well. It's powerful, and for that I have to include it this far up on the list. Number 3. Lump of Coal. This is a godly synergy that a lot of people think of when they think Tiny Planet godliness. And you're probably sitting here going, holy crap, there's still 2 more above this? Well, kind of, you'll see. Lump of Coal, for those that don't understand, gives your tiers higher damage the farther they travel. This also in turn makes them bigger and easier to hit enemies. With a higher rate of fire, you'll be hitting everything on the screen and it'll be doing just a stupid amount of damage. It's really just a great synergy and you might kind of maybe see again here in a second. Number 2. Technology Zero. My favorite new booster pack item is also a top synergy for Tiny Planet. Since all of the tiers connect with lasers, it makes the damage in between the shots much greater. Okay, I suppose much greater is stupid to say when it's 0 before, but you can really see a difference in the damage done on the screen. It kind of obliterates enemies. Plus it looks cool, and I'm a big fan of things that obliterate enemies and look cool. Adding soy milk to the synergy is also a fun time, as you have lasers all over and shots all over, and it's just beautiful. I love Tech Zero. Finally, number 1. Soy milk plus lump of coal. Apparently adding soy milk to things just makes them that much better. Imagine all of the greatness of the lump of coal with Tiny Planet, and then just add soy milk's beautiful tier delay. This results in hundreds of shots traveling and getting more powerful, which accounts for soy milk's damage down. You'll also find it to be easier to hit enemies since there's so many shots coming out. This is a synergy we all want when we get Tiny Planet, plus now you guys can't yell at me in the top 10 soy milk synergies comments where I forgot to add this synergy. It's a win-win for all of us. Hopefully you learned a bit more about Tiny Planet and gained new respect for an item that can be normally considered dangerous to pick up on a run. It does have some really nice and powerful synergies that can carry a run under certain circumstances. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We'll be doing more top 10 synergy videos in the near future because you guys really seem to enjoy these. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.